Subaru picked an apt time to roll out a new model whose name is synonymous with moving up. The carmaker started the auto show season by showing off the new Ascent sport utility vehicle at the Los Angeles Auto Show, December 1st to 10th. After stringing together a streak of monthly gains nearing 6 years, the Japanese company looks on track to surpass Kia Motors in 2017 and is closing in on South Korea's larger Hyundai on US sales charts. On one hand, the Ascent is more of what's been driving Subaru's success in other all-wheel drive crossover model that'll be built at its expanding Indiana assembly plant. But it's also filling a major void in the company's lineup. Subaru has lacked a three-row SUV since production of the Tribeca ended almost 4 years ago. With regard to Subaru passing Hyundai, it's entirely possible, George Glassman, the owner of a Hyundai, Kia and Subaru dealership in Southfield, Michigan, said by phone. Subaru learned from what went awry with the Tribeca, which struggled because of styling and the trouble passengers had getting in and out of the SUV, he said. Glassman predicted the Ascent will be a true competitor against mid-size SUVs like the Toyota Highlander, which Toyota Motor Corporation has sold more than 175,000 of this year through October in the US. Even a fraction of that sort of volume could be enough for Subaru to usurp Hyundai next year. Subaru trails its South Korean competitor by less than 32,000 vehicles in the US through the first 10 months of 2017. A year ago, Hyundai led by almost 150,000 units. Hyundai was overdue with its pledge earlier this month to bring 8 new or redesigned crossovers or SUVs to the US market by 2020. That includes in early 2018 the Kona compact crossover, which will be shown at the Los Angeles show. Nearly two-thirds of Hyundai's US deliveries are still passenger cars, the inverse of other automakers, who've shifted their mix toward SUVs and trucks. They're very late to the game, Kevin Tynan, a Bloomberg intelligence analyst, said of Hyundai and Kia. It's very much a missed opportunity that opened the door to someone like Subaru. Subaru said in April when showing a near production-ready concept of the Ascent that it would build the SUV at its factory in Lafayette, Indiana. The company booted Toyota, its largest shareholder, from the plant in 2016 to make room for manufacturing more of its own Outback crossover and legacy sedan models. A year ago, Subaru's Indiana facility added output of the Impreza sedan, the culmination of a 4-year, $1.3 billion investment. While Hyundai has the means to fight back, it's going to take a big financial commitment and time, said Alan Baum, an independent auto analyst in West Bloomfield, Michigan. Subaru can pass Hyundai, Baum said by phone. Hyundai has the wherewithal to improve their position in the US with new products and more manufacturing capacity, but that's not going to happen quickly.
The all-new 2019 Ascent 3-row crossover is the largest vehicle Subaru has ever built, and it's designed just for Americans. Ascent won't arrive until next summer in the US and Canada, but it received a huge jump in shopper interest from the LA Auto Show. According to a report from Jumpstart Automotive, the new Subaru Ascent family hauler was one of the new vehicles getting a big lift from its debut. Subaru chose to unveil the all-new 2019 Ascent at the LA Auto Show that ran from December 1st to 10th at the LA Convention Center, and it paid off big for the Japanese automaker. Consumers could get a good look at it and even sit inside. According to the report, new data shows auto shows are having a bigger impact on consumers shopping than in the past. Jumpstart says auto shows are now less about concept cars that rarely make it to mass production, and more about showcasing technology and innovation found in cars that are available to consumers. Subaru Ascent gets a 107% boost. Jumpstart says there were only 3 vehicles with a bigger jump in shopper interest that made their debut at the LA show: Jaguar XJR, Infiniti QX50, and Chevrolet Corvette. The all-new Subaru Ascent family hauler had a 107% lift-in share of shopper interest from October to November. That's a big lift for the brand, as they will sell it only in North America. The Detroit News said the new Ascent was one of the 10 best new vehicles on the floor. Shoppers who attended the LA show got a good look at Subaru's new flagship all-wheel drive vehicle, even though it won't be in showrooms until next summer. They could check out Ascent's standard EyeSight driver assist technology, X mode, 8.7 inches of ground clearance, and its 72.6 cubic feet of cargo carrying ability. Inside, shoppers saw 19 cup holders, 4G LTE Wi-Fi, 8 available USB ports, heated and ventilated front seats, rear seat climate control, and second and third row sunshades at the show. Other vehicles getting a big jump in shopper interest from the December show were the Lincoln NKC, Mercedes CLS Class Coupe, Hyundai Kona, Mazda 6, and Jeep Wrangler. Ascent will compare favorably in size and V6 power to Ford Explorer, Honda Pilot, and even the Chevy Tahoe. The new 2019 Subaru Ascent will be built at the Subaru Indiana Automotive, SIA, plant in Lafayette, Indiana, alongside stablemates Outback, Legacy, and Impreza models. Subaru COO Tom Dahl said at the unveiling in LA, the family hauler will hit dealer Subaru showrooms in summer of 2018. Subaru expects it to be a big hit with families, and the new 3-row crossover just got a huge lift from the LA Auto Show.
Earlier this week, United Parcel Service UPS placed the largest pre-order to date for Tesla's recently unveiled electric Semi. The $180,000 vehicles won't begin production until 2019, but that hasn't stopped companies like Budweiser, Pepsi, and Walmart from dipping their toes in the EV pool. The rationale for UPS is similar to that of others who have invested in any type of alternatively fueled vehicle. It feels the fuel savings will help lower the total cost of ownership per truck while reducing its overall carbon footprint. The autonomous features that will be incorporated into the Tesla Semi could also help improve route safety and improve delivery times. UPS reportedly provided Tesla with data on how its current fleet functions in order to obtain a comparison against projections for the EV. Even though the 125 vehicles represent nearly one-third of all Tesla pre-orders, these vehicles will still be considered a sort of test fleet for UPS as it works out the logistics of incorporating charging stations. UPS represents equal parts opportunity and challenge for Tesla. While there is tremendous room for growth, UPS also uses vehicles running on natural gas and propane. So, in addition to competing against a growing number of electric semi-providers from industry behemoths Navistar, Volkswagen, and Daimler, as well as startups like Nikola and Thor Motors, they also have to contend with the efficiencies and environmental benefits of other non-traditional fuels. Including the UPS order, Tesla now has an estimated 410 pre-orders for their electric Semi.
Big freight haulers want some tryout time with Tesla's new semi-truck. Orders are trickling in for the sleek vehicle, unveiled in mid-November. On Tuesday, United Parcel Service said it wants 125. Last week, PepsiCo ordered 100. Budweiser parent Anheuser-Busch reserved 40. Cisco, the big food distributor, wants 50. Walmart ordered 15. That's peanuts compared with the 940,000 heavy-duty semi-trucks sold around the world each year, 238,000 of them in the US, and the Tesla truck won't be available until 2019 at the earliest. But it's a strong start for a new entry in the semi-market. And it proves that major freight operators, intent on cutting costs without degrading service wherever possible, are taking the Tesla Semi seriously. The early fleet buyers will begin real-world testing after they buy their trucks. Much of the testing is likely to take place in Nevada. Tesla's battery factory is there. Nevada state law encourages semi-truck experimentation on public highways and freight distribution points. The state in a way that makes a 300 to 500 mile range workable. For example, Walmart runs a huge distribution center, one of its largest, in Sparks, Nevada, right next door to Tesla's Gigafactory. Tesla is certain to use the Tesla Semi to deliver batteries to the Fremont Auto Assembly plant. Rather than deadhead back with an empty load, those trucks could stop at the Port of Oakland and carry freight to Walmart in Sparks. PepsiCo runs a big bottling plant in Las Vegas. Interstate 15 runs 420 miles to Salt Lake City, most of that through Nevada. It provides a real-world proving ground for Tesla's truck, which the company claims can drive 500 miles before recharging. Because trucks will roll between distribution points that lie within that range, they can recharge while parked at fleet-managed lots overnight and get maintenance when they need it. Fleets that work those kinds of routes are ideal for electric truck experimentation, said Greg Hirsch, Senior Vice President of Trucking and Logistics firm Daisuke in Addison, Texas. The expected cost of a 300-mile range Tesla Semi is $150,000. The 500-miler is $180,000.